Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. You know, it's supposed to be about 10 or 11 degrees at the moment in my house. It's freezing. The sun is shining outside, but my hands are cold again. You know, and I'm loath to put my heating on when the temperature's getting higher, but sometimes I end up having to. But anyway, I'm knitting a little bit of this is the lemon and white one, the one I've got the back for there. I'm onto one of the fronts, put that down there. So that's what I started on after lunch. I'll finish this row and then I'll show you what else I've been doing. Just a few more stitches. I don't like putting my knitting down in the middle of a row. I like to finish a row, you know. That's it, last 2 stitches. I'll put my knitting down now. That's how much I've done of that. And the little pink one, which I'm doing the back and the sleeves first because it's going to be a little sweater, and I'm using the instructions for the back to do the front up to the armhole. So I've done the back and one of the sleeves. So that one's coming on, that one down there. I haven't done any more of this one yet. This will probably be the next thing I'll do when the next hour after I finish. My next hour finishes in another 10 minutes. Probably the length of time and a little bit more that I'm doing this video for. So I'll probably start on one of the fronts for this one. But I have been doing some other things which I'd forgotten about, actually. Crochet. I started this on Sunday when I was in the car going down to my son's with my granddaughter and her family. And I had got so far along and I had made a mistake. And one side of the pattern was going in like a dog's back leg, come in like that. So I know I had missed a couple of stitches somewhere. I'm not even sure where. I couldn't see where I had made the mistake, but I just pulled it out and I've used up what I had pulled out, so this will be a notion pouch when I get it done. But I have had a lady ask me if I could do her a case to put her passport in. I never thought about that. You know, you were doing the crochet for a passport case. So I did look on 1 or 2 shops and there's hardly any on crochet ones. I think the only ones I've seen are like a granny square one. The type I'm doing will be like these and they'll have a lining inside. I don't know where I had my... I've lost my passport. I brought my passport down to... Oh, there it is. There, that's the size, you know, the size of your passport. I brought it down, well, I brought it up because it was downstairs. I have it in a little safe thing downstairs. Just to measure it, and it measures 5 inches, practically 5 inches by 3.5 inches across. That's about 5 inches that way and about 3. So I thought maybe use this instead of doing the notion pouch, but when I put it inside, which... it would have been about the right size, but there's nothing to turn over on the top and there, that is the sides, so I didn't make it long enough. So I've started on, so that's still going to be a notion pouch, I'll put that down. So I started on another little bit. This one here, when I started it off, when I made the chain for the notion pouch for the bottom, I made the chain 41 stitches long, and we are working on 40 because one's for or turning with this pattern that I'm doing anyway. It has to have an even number for to do the pattern. So I had 41, one for turning, so I was working on 40. So I thought I just need to make a longer thing so that it comes further up and then to be turned over. So I started on another one. I'll show you what I started with that one. I find it in my bag. I've got other stuff wrapped around it as well. Oh dear me, where's that? That's it. I've got some loose wool in there and it was all wrapped around what I was using. So I was using this, it's not cream, it's deeper than cream, it's like a natural colour. So I started with that one and I've done 51 stitches, and I've just pulled that stitch out there. I'll have to make it larger so I don't lose it. So I made it 51 stitches, so when it goes on my passport, it'll be like that, with that little bit to turn over the top like that. And I'll probably put a couple of little poppers on it, like what I do with the phone cases. So that worked better with 51 stitches, and that gave it that little bit extra for the turnover at the top. So I might do a few of these to sell as well, because I never thought, it was a lady called Hilary, she asked me if I would do one for a passport. And it was something I never ever thought of, because I never really seen any on the internet, and that's what I realised when I started looking on. Most of the covers are like plastic or stuff like that. They're not crocheted, so I thought that's a good idea. So I'm thanked Hilary for that idea, because I'm going to do a few more of them. So that's how easy, and it hasn't got to go very far across. It'll be just got to go from there across there, and I will just crochet up the sides to close the sides up. I'm not sure whether I'll just use the same colour or put a different colour up the sides like I do with the pouches and the other things. I'll sort that out after I get it finished anyway. I'm in the middle of a row there. So that was something I've been doing today as well. Fold that up and put that away so I don't lose it. Somewhere it's not going to get pulled out. And I've done a little bit more. The one for this is the left front for the cardigan that I'm doing for the tutorial. So I've added a little bit more that it's not up on YouTube yet. I'll wait till I finish the piece, the whole piece, and then I'll put the whole front up on as the second part of the tutorial for the cardigan. And I have had a lady had asked about buying it when I finish it, so I'll see what happens with that afterwards. And I've also had 3 cards. I'll show you. This one is from Janet, so thank you, Janet. She sent me that card with payment for something I had sent to her. So that's a lovely card off Janet, and she says just thank you for what I made for her in there. So that's one lovely little flowered one. And then I had this lovely one from Angela. This is a diamond painting. You know, you can see it, the little things on it, the little beads, or like the diamond, I suppose would be diamonds. Was off Angela. She does a lot of her YouTube channel. She does a lot of this diamond painting things and that. And she says, "Happy Easter, Sheila. Have a great one, love, Angela." So thank you very much for that lovely card, Angela. I did have another one, a Christmas one, I think, from Angela that had all these are the type that you would keep because they're unusual. You don't see cards like that with the diamond painting on. It's probably be getting popular now because the diamond painting seems to be getting popular. So that was the second one. And the third one I just received this morning this is from Maryland in the United States. So it says, just ducking in, and there's all little eggs there. And Marilyn says, Dear Sheila, thinking of you in this special season and all you do to bring knowledge, laughter, sage advice, and most of all, your comforting company. Say, I appreciate you and I realise how hard you work to bring us quality content each day. So that was much love from Marilyn. So thank you very much for that one as well, Marilyn. That was a real surprise coming all the way from the United States. And probably a lot of you don't know, but it will be my birthday on Easter Monday, actually. It happened to fall on the Monday this time. I was born on Easter Sunday, but my birthday didn't fall on Easter Sunday this year. It fell on Easter Monday. I've had it on other times, Good Friday. I'll do a little bit of knitting while I'm talking. So I'm only 1 year off 80 years old. And you know, when I turn 80, the government gives us pensioners 25 pence more in our pension. Dear me, I don't know what I'm going to spend that 25 pence on. You know, it's about time they upped that. You know, it's been 25 pence for an awful long time, an awful lot of years. And I don't think you got very much for 25 pence when they first gave it to us. Not that I got it then, because I wasn't a pensioner then when they gave it. But you know, it's the government for you, isn't it? They think they've done something good, giving us an extra 25 pence. But anyway, this is my video for today, and I'm going to bingo tonight. My friend sent me a message. She said, if I bring some wool, she says, I'm knitting a little baby hat. If I bring some wool to the bingo tonight, will you bring your pom-pom maker and make me a pom-pom? Because she says, I cannot make pom-poms to save my life. Because I've made them before. Sometimes I've made all the baby colours that I have. I make a pom-pom out of each of them because I know she's going to ask me, because I've given her wool and that and those colours and that, and I know she's going to ask me if she knits a hat to make the pom-pom. I did see a pom-pom she made one time. I picked it up and I was just holding it like that and it was falling to bits, you know. Like. Even without a pom-pom maker, I can make good pom-poms. But so that's what I'll be doing at bingo during the break. I may probably take my crochet with me, I think, as well, because I get quite a lot done in about 3/4 of an hour. That's about how long the breaks last altogether. Yeah, I'll put this knitting down in a minute. I want to show you something as well. You know, when I got this little snuggle chair, I have these 2 cushions on. You know, well, they're like, you cannot lean against them. It's like lean against a brick wall. They're just solid. I never liked that, so I've been using my Elvis cushion. But it's not really, you know, big enough. I prefer one a bit wider, actually, like. So I'm going to show you what I've been doing. This was the other cushion. I decided to take the inside out. I had looked inside to see if I could get the inside out, and I thought maybe I'll take the cushion thing that's inside it. It was a one that you can take out. It was separate to the thing. And I thought I'd take some of the filling out of it so that it's not so thingy, and make it a bit softer to lean on, because it is a little bit bigger than Elvis, a little bit wider. So I took the inside of it out, and I'm going to show you This is the size of it. It's massive. They squashed this into that cushion. Can't show you it properly. It doesn't show up as good as what it really is, but they really squashed it into this cushion to make it fit and to make the cushion stiff and stand up for itself. It's just huge. But that size is perfect for me. I've put it behind me. And it's just a nice size, and it's a lot softer because it's not packed in as tight as I could get it into that cushion. So I'm going to have to make some sort of cover for this cushion and do the same with this one, and then see if I can get a smaller little filling thing to put inside them ones instead of this great big one that was squashed in. But it's much more comfortable. I can lean back on it and, you know, my body goes into it, whereas before you lean back on it and you just come flat stop because it was just rock hard. So anyway, that's something I'll probably end up making crocheting a cover for these two myself, because my cushions downstairs on my three-piece suite are a lot larger as well, so I was using that one for a while, but it just looked odd because one was missing from downstairs, so I've got some larger like inside cushions to put covers on. So anyway, that's it from me today. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another day. So bye for now.